Hello everyone and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. I've read that I need to set my video graphics to horrible. So maybe now we can continue. I've managed to reload an older sim and pick the same choices. And I managed to save my game right here in Ostagar, where we crashed last time. And I also tried to load this save, but it instantly crashed. So let's see if it's good now. Because people say that... Oh look! Wake up everyone! It's 2009. Alright. I can load the game like this. Can I fall? Okay, I can fall off. Okay, now the mouse is super crazy with these graphics. Okay. Now here's the thing, I don't know what happens if I change everything back. One way to find out. Okay, I'm still here. I can also save the game, so if we crash we can continue from here. I'm not sure if this is the only one area that's affected, but hey.
The Grey Warden tent is across the bridge.
You must be the Grey
Find me
Warden
there if you
recruit
wish.
that Duncan brought.
Yes.
This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere?
You see this? This is maximum graphics. I'm looking for a Grey Warden named Alistair.
Try heading north. I think he was sent with a message to the mages.
Tell me about Ostagar.
Used to be a fortress long time ago, so I understand. Back in the days when the Wilders used to invade the lowlands. You were just on the eastern side of the ruin. The Tower of Ishal is there, but Tailor Logain's closed it off until the battle. This side is the King's camp. We've got the Grey Wardens here, the Circle of Magi, the Chantry. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody important.
The Circle of Magi is here?
A few mages, yes. They even brought those creepy quiet fellows, the Tranquil. Gives me the shivers when they talk, all cold and even. They're to the north of here, bunched up with a herd of Templars glaring at them. Can't miss it.
Do I hear dogs barking?
This is Ferelden, isn't it? The king has his kennels on the west side of camp. Stinks from all the hounds. These aren't cute puppies, though. Some of those dogs bite the darkspawn and get too much of that blood in them. It's like poison. Slow, painful death. Terrible.
Is there anywhere to get supplies?
Quartermaster, he's just a bit to the northwest.
Where's the king?
Probably in his tent. He and Tailor Logain are on the southwest side of the camp. The king likes to spend time with his soldiers, though. Sometimes even without his bodyguard. Drives Tailor Logain wild, that does.
I want to ask something else.
Go on, then.
Where's Duncan's tent?
Not far. It's straight ahead, just past the royal encampment. Most of your fellas are in the valley with the army, but the recruits seem to be staying up here for now.
I'll be on my way.
Good luck to you, then.
Right. Oh look, mages.
I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted.
The mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade.
Isn't that dangerous?
Is it? As a mage, you would know more of such matters than I do. Regardless, they are not to be disturbed. Not even by Grey Wardens.
As you wish.
I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted.
Yeah.
Stand here in this hour, good folk of... and we contemplate the death that may await. Death is no failure, my friends. Should it find you, you will not have failed your king. You will have served your maker. Die in this battle, and when you stand before the Maker in the land beyond the Fade, he shall not find you wanting. Go not into death gladly, but with the knowledge that evil has been held at bay by your spilled blood. And if you go to stand beside the Maker, go with our blessing, for you shall not be forgotten. My friends, let us bow our heads and remember those who have fallen and those who have yet to fall. I do not have time to speak at present, thank you.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Hail to you. Shh, I'm trying to listen.
Hail, Grey Warden.
How do you do?
If you'll excuse me, we are praying.
Okay.
What do we have here? I heard the new Grey Warden recruit was from the Circle. I don't believe we've met, but I've certainly heard a lot about your talent. My name is Wynne, and I congratulate you on your harrowing, marvelous work. The Fade is a dangerous place.
Yeah, I know all about that.
Oh, you know all there is to know already, do you? Irving said as much about you. Remarkable self-confidence. So, a Grey Warden, fighting alongside the King. Not too shabby for someone just out of apprenticeship.
I hope I don't disappoint anyone.
Child, you have been taught well. Use what you know, and have faith in yourself. Mages have always been pivotal in the fight against the Darkspawn. Perhaps you'll be the one to turn the tide this time.
You've faced Darkspawn before?
Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade?
I don't remember encountering Darkspawn in the Fade.
They do not live there. Nor would any sane mage trespass as deeply into that realm as the Black City, which lies at its heart. Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
And is that true?
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
I just kill every Darkspawn I see.
A wise attitude. It's worked well for me in the past. But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
Yup.
Back again? Don't the Grey Wardens need you? Off you go. I have preparations to make for the battle, and I won't be distracted.
Right.
So, any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle? Life is fleeting, you know. That pretty face could be decorating some Darkspawn spear this time tomorrow. Shall I take that quiet glare as a no? Oh, well, too bad. Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
What do you think I'd be?
Not an elf, yet here you are.
Oh, here we go.
The name's Daveth. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they cooked this ritual up just for our benefit.
Maybe they did.
Just to give us a good scare. No, they don't really seem the type. I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
The Wilds?
We're right on the northern edge of the Korcari Wilds here, miles and miles of savage country. My home village isn't far, and I grew up on tales about the wilds. Even been in there a few times. Scary place.
Why would they send us into the forest?
Sounds like some kind of test. Maybe we'll hunt us a souvenir or two. It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
I will watch your back if you watch mine.
I suppose I could do that. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
Bye. Right. Potential friend. Hail.
Well met.
Of course.
Of course. Doesn't open.
You there, elf. Where's my armor? And why are you dressed so preposterously?
Because I am here to become a Grey Warden?
You're... Oh, yes, of course. Please, forgive my rudeness. There are so many elves running about, and I've been waiting for... It's simply been so hectic. I never thought... Please, pardon my terrible manners. I am just the quartermaster, a simple man. No one special.
Don't worry about it.
Thank you. Did you come for some supplies, perhaps?
What kind of supplies do you have?
Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course. To keep morale up, you understand.
Let me see what you have.
Let me know what you'd like.
I would like to... Oh my god. You have an axe, iron, greatsword, longsword, mace, shortbow, crossbow, acolyte staff. Each backpack purchased automatically increases inventory capacity by 10. That's a lot of stuff that I don't know about. So, I can sell... How do you sell? Oh. Sure. Sure. Ooh, well, this is probably like an end game gears. Right. We can keep these. And I can also keep these. Now then. There's no junk item. Useful for merchants. Should I buy something? Don't think so. I mean, this backpack is probably worth eventually. See?
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps?
Let me see your other goods.
So long as you keep it quiet.
Uh-huh. Do you need arrows in this game or only the bolts? Special ones. We have a bunch of stuff, that's for sure. Bye.
And so I shall.
That course of action is inadvisable. Welcome, young man.
Who are you?
Do you not recognize my brand, good mage? I am one of the Tranquil.
Yeah, but who are you?
I create and oversee the enchantment of weapons and armor for the King's forces here at Ostagar. It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on charity.
What is enchantment exactly?
It is the practice of folding magical lyrium into items first practiced by the dwarves. The Tranquil have learned their runes, and we use them to apply a variety of magical effects. We create the glow lights, as well as the magic staff, or the flaming blade. The irony, perhaps, is that it is our very disconnection to our former talents that allows the Tranquil to work with lyrium so. A true mage could not.
What sorts of enchantments are there?
Runes exist that hold the power of the elements that increase strength or swiftness. Almost any spell can be given permanency, given enough skill and lyrium. Naturally, the greater the power required, the more expensive the rune will become to create. True power comes with a price, as we know only too well.
I should go.
Goodbye.
Uh-huh. That is where I need to go. So let's ignore that.
Well met.
More council.
I'm sorry, but there's so much to do before the battle. I must attend to my duties or I'll get the switch.
Everything is locked.
All right.
We need the rogue.
Hello. It really is good to see more elves here.
Yeah.
Maker above, hear the prayers of your sons and daughters.
Oh, no
We
stairs.
who betrayed your prophet Andraste now beg your forgiveness.
It's more like leather.
Do not abandon us in our darkest hour. Watch over the valiant King Kaelan and guide
Magi encampment. Came from here. There's nothing here. Royal Enclave.
Hail to you.
Greetings. King Kaelan is not in his tent right now?
Tell me about the king. You must see him a lot.
I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Tailor Logain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
How should I know?
I thought Grey Wardens knew all about the Darkspawn. The king thought it was funny that Tailor called him reckless, and they fought about the queen.
Do they fight often?
More than usual lately. Good thing the Tailor's the only one who can speak to the king like that.
I should go.
As you wish. You approach the tent of Tailor Logain. State your business.
Is the Terran inside? Tailor. That's a weird word. What is he doing?
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activities.
Surely you can tell me a little about him.
I suppose, as long as we talk quietly. He and the king have been arguing for days. The Terran's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony. The Terran speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Tailor Logain tells him. Without the Terran, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are.
I would like an audience with the Terran, please.
I suppose you have a message for him. Hold on, then.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
I am not a Grey Warden yet.
You impressed His Majesty nonetheless. He could not contain his excitement over your meeting. Kaelin's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
No, I didn't know that.
Marek respected the Grey Wardens. They have an honored place in the hearts of our people. But Marek would have understood that it takes more than legends to win a battle. That's not an argument I'll repeat here. I hear you're from the Circle of Magi. The first enchanter spoke highly of you. A great achievement, for one so young. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
I don't know.
If Kaelin has his way, you will. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sort.
You don't seem very fond of him.
He is Marek's son, and the leader of my beloved Ferelden, and a very young man. I try to keep that in mind, as should you.
Well, in for a silver, in for a crown, as my dear mum always used to say.
You found our tent, I see. Is there something you need?
I have some questions.
Alistair can help you with those. I had hoped he would be back by now.
It's good to have Grey Wardens amongst us. With their help, perhaps we can push these things back underground for good.
Hail! You're one of Duncan's new recruits, correct? I can't let you through to the Korcari Wilds until he gives the word.
Why not?
The Korcari Wilds is a dangerous place. More so now that it crawls with darkspawn. They say the Great Blight began deep within its forests. One of our scouting patrols has been gone for 3 days. We're taking bets on who got them first, the darkspawn or the Witches of the Wilds.
The Witches of the Wilds?
Oh, sure. There's an old legend in these parts about Flemeth, the apostate sorceress who conquered this area centuries ago. She united the chasing barbarians and invaded the farmlands. That's when the great hero, Cormac, destroyed her army with his. Took her head right off, so they say. Her daughters survived and became the Witches of the Wild. Tales tell of them plaguing this area since, mostly superstitions, stealing babies and spoiling milk.
And you think these witches exist?
Only when it's dark and the wind is bad. No doubt those patrols met some darkspawn. That's enough for anyone to worry about. At any rate, that's why Duncan doesn't want you wandering out without his say-so.
Okay. Hi.
The pain!
In the name of Andraste, I bless you today. May you find favor in the Maker's eyes.
I look forward to the
so
morning's
let it be.
glorious battle. The Maker will smile on us.
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
Yes, I'm Tav.
Sir Jury is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arlaman. I wasn't aware elves could join the Grey Wardens. Those camped in the valley are all human.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just that in some places, elves are not always permitted in the military. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance?
I'm curious about the joining ritual.
As am I. Has anyone told you about it?
It's all a big secret, apparently.
I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Right. Hi.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me.
And if I have?
I doubt I'm that lucky. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you. All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
Why would I want to help you?
Because you might want something I don't need. Them circle wizards got a chest they keep things in. Magical things. And I stole the key. That's why I'm here. I got one of them drunk, took his key and tried to sneak to the chest. They assumed I was deserting. I can't use it from here, but I'd trade you for some food and water.
They didn't find a key when you were arrested?
I swallowed it, but it's come back into my possession since then, so to speak.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, well, do you want the key or not?
I see what I can do.
Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
The hungry deserter.
Delighted.
Damn. Hello.
Sorry, the main army camp is off limits for you right now.
Why?
Sorry, the main army camp is off limits for you right now.
Okay. So you're the guard?
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
It seems a waste for you to guard him all day.
I can't just let him go, can I? The army will figure out what to do with him. Probably just waiting for someone important to make a decision. Then they'll hang him, I expect. And I can go and do something else.
Who is this prisoner exactly? Damn it, I can't
They
read.
say he was recruited before the war up in Dinnerham. Probably figured he'd never have to fight if he served the king, right?
I had a chat with him, actually.
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
He asked for some food and water.
Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
So, you miss one meal. This man could be hanged soon.
All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
Thank you.
You got your food and water. Now off with you.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
Wow, we can still kill him. Here's some food.
Much obliged. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, here's the key. Use it in good health, huh? My belly thanks you. At least if I'm hanged, I'll have a little weight on me.
You got your food and water. Now off with you.
Hail to you.
You need to convince them. We've got to run. The Darkspawn are coming.
We have them on the run, I hear.
I saw them. We're gonna die.
I apologize, Warden. He's been like this ever since they found him in the wilds.
What's wrong with him?
Aside from his wounds, we're not sure. His blood is untainted. He's just terrified.
You can feel it, can't you? They taint the land, turn it black and sick. Oh, you can feel it inside. They'll come out of that forest and spread. Like caterpillars covering a tree. They'll swallow us whole.
That's quite enough out of you. You need to calm yourself, my good man.
They were everywhere. I saw them.
I apologize if the soldier disturbed you. Ever since they found him in the wilds, he's been like this. It's so sad.
Now, can I just, loot this? I don't think so.
That course of action is inadvisable. Welcome, young man. Goodbye.
Right, I guess we need to progress with the story. What do we have here? I'm a little bit scared of this place. It can crash anytime, I guess.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
You are a very strange human.
You're not the first to tell me that. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage?
I am indeed a mage.
And here I thought I'd been yelled at by every mage in camp. Wait, I do know who you are. You're Duncan's new recruit from the Circle of Magi. I should have recognized you right away. I apologize.
And you must be Alistair.
Did Duncan mention me? Nothing bad, I hope. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
Pleased to meet you. My name's Dev.
Right, that was the name. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before?
No, I haven't.
When I fought my first one, I wasn't prepared for how monstrous it was. I can't say I'm looking forward to encountering another. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
What about the other recruits?
Davith and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them?
Yep. Both of them.
That makes things easy then. They'll both be back with Duncan by now.
Nice. You don't have to accompany me, do you?
Don't worry. I'll try not to embarrass you.
That argument I saw, what was it about?
With the mage. The Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
You were a mage hunter?
Not that that's all Templars do, but yes, the Chantry raised me until Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
Let's go.
If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Yeah, I know about this. Change Alistair's preset to Defender. Self. Being attacked by a ranged attack. Activate shield cover. What do you have? Shield cover, shield bash, shield pummel. Okay. So this is like the thingy. Enemy nearest visible. Shield pummel. Enemy HP. No. When the controlled party member is being attacked by melee attack, you should use shield bash. Or, actually, no. Yeah, when the enemy is attacking the controlled party member, use shield bash. Yeah, there we go. Now then. Ooh. Hold on. How come that you only have 3? Huh. Fine. Behavior. No, default is fine. This one. Righteous Strike. Templars and our own forces specifically chosen to control mages and slay abominations. Each of the Templars' melee hits against an enemy spell catches. Oh, that's cool. Powerful. Through training and hard work, the warrior has gained greater health and reduced defense. Blah blah blah. Good. Shield bash. That is right here. And there's shield pummel. Okay. It's a passive shield block. Oh, that's great. Well, he's definitely the tank. Yeah, I need to focus on these. Right. All right, Alistair.
Yes?
Tell me a little about yourself.
As I said, I was trained as a Templar before Duncan recruited me about 6 months ago. The Chantry raised me. And becoming a Templar was a decision made for me a long time ago. Duncan saw I wasn't happy, and figured my training against mages could double for fighting Darkspawn. Now, here I stand, a proud Grey Warden. The Grand Cleric wouldn't have let me go if Duncan never forced the issue. I'll always be grateful to him.
I know that this is an old game, but this guy... well, he sounds really close to Gale's voice actor from Baldur's Gate 3, but it's not the same person, and there's quite a few years between the two games, so his voice is obviously changed a little bit. You speak fondly of Duncan.
I spent years in that Chantry, hopelessly resigned to my fate. Duncan was the first person who cared what I wanted. He risked a lot of trouble with the Grand Cleric to help me.
Maybe Duncan thought you'd be useful.
Or maybe he just happens to be a good man.
You didn't want to join the Chantry?
It just wasn't for me. I believe in the Maker well enough, but I never wanted to devote my life to the Chantry.
I don't have anything else to ask.
Then let's get a move on, shall we?
Yes. Oh, I actually wonder if he had like reactions if I give food for that guy. Or, kill him.
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help.
What's the problem?
This is a Mabari, smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed Darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first.
Just how smart is this dog?
Centuries ago, a mage bred them to be smart and understand what they're told. They can remember and carry out complex orders. Most valuable dogs in the world. Trouble is, they generally imprint to one master. Re-imprinting them is very difficult. But without the medicine, re-imprinting won't be an issue. Will you help?
Why do you think I could muzzle him?
You're a Grey Warden, or soon will be. All Wardens are immune to the Darkspawn taint. The most you have to worry about is some tooth marks.
Maybe you can help him, Alistair?
Nope, dogs and I don't get along. You do it if you're so eager. Just leave me out of it.
Then I will give it a shot.
Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
Hello. The dog looks up at you respectfully, backing down from his aggressive stance. You can see intelligence in his eyes as well as a great deal of pain. This animal is very ill. Kill the dog. No, put the muzzle on the dog.
Well done. Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
I might be. Why?
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white with a blood-red centre.
Will the dog be alright without it?
If he doesn't get it, chances are he'll need to be put down.
Why don't you get it yourself?
The wilds are off limits to non-soldiers, and I have many other hounds under my care.
Where in the wilds will I find this flower?
It usually grows in dead wood that collects at the edge of ground pools. Should be plenty this time of year.
Right. I'll see if I can find one.
Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
Let us consider the evil before us. In their pride, the mages of the ancient Tevinter Imperium...
Let's save just in case.
You there, elf. What's your name?
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Tern Logain that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Maker's breath, another elf. What do you want?
You have a problem with elves?
Not in particular, except for them being so thin-boned. You make good messengers sometimes. Is there something you wanted? We have no time for idle chatter.
Can I ask you something?
Make it quick.
Why have you painted your dogs?
They use scent to distinguish us from our enemies. But the blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with Caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
What are you preparing for?
To scout the wilds and watch the progression of the Darkspawn horde. With luck, we'll find and slaughter many stragglers. The hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood of his prey. If he dies, I shall mourn tonight.
Sorry. Alt-tabbed. Survives the blood? What do you mean?
Darkspawn blood is poisonous, but not always fatal. Those who survive grow immune to its effects. The Wardens say the tainted blood drives even the survivors mad eventually. But not today. Today, we hunt and we kill.
Wouldn't it be smarter to leave your dogs behind?
They fight at our side. We don't fret over their safety as if they were children.
I should be going.
My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
We must see to our hounds. To an Ash warrior, a hound is as much a weapon as a blade.
We are preparing for battle. This is a solemn time for us.
How do you do?
Can I talk with Alistair?
We're almost ready to scout the wilds. With luck, we'll slaughter a few Darkspawn. So, what do you want? Be quick about it.
You don't look like the other soldiers in the army.
We aren't. We're Ash warriors.
What is an Ash warrior?
Our training has been passed down since Lathias the Dwarf's son first harnessed the battle
And
rage
no,
of the
I
dwarves.
cannot use
It is an old tale.
Alistair. Can I hear this all? No. So what does an archberry do?
We harness the rage inside us, nurture it, and draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until our last foe is slain. It is a dwarven discipline, but we've adapted it to let us fight alongside our hounds. That is our way. I trust my hound with my life, as he trusts me with his.
Is a dog that good in combat?
A trained Mabari hound is as dangerous as any sword. We do not speak of a city pet or those things that sit in an old woman's lap.
Right.
My thanks.
Don't crash.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Korcari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
What do we need darkspawn blood for?
For the joining itself. I'll explain more once you've returned.
And what's the second task?
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
And what if they're no longer there?
It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true.
Is this part of our joining too?
No, but the effort must be made. I have every confidence you are up to the task.
How will we find this archive?
It will be an overgrown ruin by now, but the sealed chest should remain intact. Alistair will guide you to the area you need to search.
What kind of scrolls are these?
Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
Find the archive and 3 vials of blood. Understood.
Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
New quest, Tainted Blood. New quest, the Grey Warden's Cache. Ooh.
I am ready.
You said you were from Redcliffe.
I hail from Redcliffe, but Duncan recruited me in Highever, a city off the northern coast. Have you traveled there?
No, never.
I was in Arlayman's retinue when he attended King Marek's funeral. It was in Highever that I met my Helena. I was smitten. She has the most beautiful eyes, my Helena. Now, for years, I found any excuse to return there. We married a year ago. Arlayman gave me leave to serve in Highever, but I was attempting to persuade Helena to come to Redcliffe with me, at least until I was recruited.
What do you think of Duncan?
He has a seemingly impossible task, with a scarce handful of Grey Wardens, yet he does not complain or flinch from his duty.
How did the God damn it, I cannot. How did the Grey Wardens find you?
Last month, Duncan visited Highever, and the band held a tournament in his honor. I won the Grand Melee. It was hard to leave my wife. We married only a year ago, and she is heavy with child now. But Ferelden needs my blade, and I shall not falter.
Okay, what do you think we should do now?
We need to find those documents and the Darkspawn blood. It should be interesting.
Let's go.
Indeed.
Yes?
What do you think we should do now?
You heard the same speech I did. Blood and old treaties. Off we go into the wilds.
So, what do you think of Duncan?
All right for an old bugger. He's faster than he looks, too.
Where are you from, David?
I grew up in a village about a day's trip to the east. Little blot you wouldn't even find on a map. Haven't been back in years. I struck out for the city as soon as I could outrun my pa. I've been in Denerim for what, 6 years now? Never liked it much, but there's more purses there than anywhere else.
So, you're a cut purse?
And a pickpocket, thank you very much. Or was, anyhow. Who'd ever guess I'd end up a Grey Warden?
So how did the Grey Wardens find you?
I found them. I cut Duncan's purse while he was standing in a crowd. He grabs my wrist, but I squirm out and bolt. The old bugger can run, but the garrison caught me first. I'm a wanted man in Denerim, you see, so they were going to string me up right there.
What happened then?
Duncan stopped them, invoked the right of conscription. I gave the garrison the finger while I was walking away. Don't know why Duncan wants someone like me, but he says finesse is important and that I'm fast with a blade. You bet your boots I am. Besides, it beats getting strung up.
Let's
hey,
go.
I'm following you, aren't I?
So, we have David. If the enemy is using a melee attack, you will use dirty fighting. Ah, you are the... And you should focus... Nah... Enemy nearest visible. Use attack. Oh, wait a minute. Even you can't use it. No. Oh, but what's this? Runic rate token. Restriction Alistair, okay. You can surely use this. David? You have 2 iron daggers? And the longbow. Alright. So, David. If you're attacked by a melee attack. Oh, no. Target between medium and long range. Then you can use spinning shots. Focus always on the visible. That's near. Actually, no. If hero, that's me, I guess. Damn, we have a lot of... Okay. If somebody's at short range, then you can use dirty fighting. And you should always focus on the lowest HP target. Right, that should be good. Sir Jory. Oh, wow, hello. What do you have? Powerful. Two-handed. Pommel strike. Indomitable. Oh, immune to stun and knockdown, that's cool. Thunder arms. Mighty blow. But uses so many stamina. Okay, the rest are skills. I think you can... You don't need to worry about that now. Huh. Pommel strike should be used when, I don't know. Yeah, the one who's near. Go for it right away. If somebody's using melee attack, thunder arms, fine. And if an enemy is class, no. Actually, this is fun. Right. Yeah, then you can use this. Mighty blow. So you can start with that. And if somebody's keep using a melee attack, then you can stun their arms. And if the enemy has more than 20% HP, then just use Pommel strike. That's me, that's fine. Right, this is our party.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful?
Let me get back on that.
Then you'd best start soon.
I didn't even start.
You don't want to be in the wilds when night falls.
So. No, we cannot deal with this. The Magi Hound. But we can focus on that. Tainted Blood. It's the main quest. Grey Warden's Cache. That's also the main one. Right. Before we leave, I do believe Oh no, you cannot steal. I mean, we can try. Ha! Oh, here's a Templar shield, tier 2. It's fine. You are a two-hander, and you also have a longbow. It's great. Okay. There was one more somewhere. I cannot deal with this yet. There was a chest here. Iron dagger. Sure. That was it, right? Because the third chest is the one that's blocked here. And I need a quest for that. Or at least that guy dead, or just let him go away.
Back again? Don't the Grey Wardens need you? I have preparation.
Oh, actually no. I think there was one more chest at the prisoner. Yeah, yep. David?
On it.
What? Okay. Well, that means we need to leave. So first of all, let me save the game. And let's check if I can leave this area without crashing the game.
Hail! I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
Korcari Wilds.
Let's get what we came for and head back to Duncan.
Yes? Hey, I'm following you, aren't I?
I am ready. Indeed.
Okay. Let's mark my stupid friends. Yeah, we are the recruits. Right. So, the game didn't crash, so that's good. Maybe it will crash when I go back. So I need to make sure that I will save the game often. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take care,